Everything's gonna be alright. 눈을 뗄 수가 없어.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. So as you can see, I will be ranking my top 25 boy group releases of 2019. Honestly, 2019 went by so fast, and just in 2 weeks we are going to be in a new decade. 2019 was my second year on YouTube, and honestly it was such a good year as a whole. Good or bad, there were so many memories made for this decade as a matter of fact, and I can't believe it is so close to being over. Anyways, I don't want to make this intro too long. I decided to start with boy groups, and I'll be uploading my girl group version shortly. So without further ado, I hope you all enjoy. The infamous CEO, Kang Daniel. What a debut this was, not going to lie. At first it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. It was okay. However, a few months later I absolutely fell in love. What a song and era this was. Honestly, he really went hard. I know not a whole lot of people were impressed, but I thought it decided to be on this list. This was the last official comeback with Wall, and honestly it is so sad to watch the music video. This comeback overall was a really good one. They all looked amazing. The whole album was a bop. The boys normally have good side tracks, but on the Dreamlike album, absolutely every song was good, and I couldn't be more satisfied. Say My Name era was iconic. Atties claimed 2019, yet they still didn't win Rookie of the Year. Anyways, they got some really good promotion along with this era, and Holla Holla was born this era. So yes, it needed to be on my list. But overall this era was iconic, and Sans Hair claimed it all. Next. I can't make a video without mentioning Bloom Bloom. This truly made my last few months of school 10 times happier. A lot of people honestly don't enjoy this song, but I am far away from that group of people because I still listen to this monthly. Bloom Bloom song of the day. Bloom Bloom song of the year. Honestly, it feels like it's been a whole century since this song has been released. I remember my feed being spammed with this song, and it feels like so long ago. Taemin started off this year with a banger, and he thrived through 2019. I couldn't not add this to the list, which at first I was only going to make it an honorably mentioned. However, once I took a listen to it again, I suddenly knew where my place stood. Jokes aside, this was a whole bop, and EXO really done well. Still don't know why they did Baekhyun wrong with the hair extension for the second time, but other than that this era was flawless. However, the part that was really the cherry on top for me was Chunyeol's rap. You're welcome. It has been a while since I talked about Astro. Honestly, they had a fantastic year. They kicked it off with All Night, which easily became one of my most listened songs, and they recently came back with Blue Flame, which also goes hard. Astro have been killing it, and this masterpiece had to be a part of the list.
I like your face. I like your taste.
After everything the Rose have released, all the bops, the music videos and the crackhead content, people still managed to sleep on them. Face was such an emotionally frustrating song. I remember watching it for the first time and being super confused. but it went hard, so we are not complaining.
우리 딱 약속해 난 친구는 못해 깨끗하게
This was the summer bop we all wanted and needed. Winner really pulled through with this track and it was a blessing. Not gonna lie, I haven't actually listened to this in a hot minute. It's been a while, but listening to it or not, this song still goes hard. For a while there I was pretty sure everyone just forgot about Winner, but they are still holding their place and we can't help but stan. This song honestly really just started my 2019 perfectly. I remember being so shocked at how good the song was first listen. The whole community was shaken up from this release and I just couldn't not put it somewhere on my list. The song and the music video are perfection, and I adored the stages. I went full on Monster X mode during this era. Fun fact, this was actually the first K-pop song I really liked first listen. So yeah, it goes hard.
Cause I'm your home.
Okay, so am I the only one that loved and played Home all throughout the beginning of 2019? From what I remember, a lot of people were really disappointed with this comeback, considering that this was a more slower song. I understand where they would all be coming from. However, I enjoyed every little part of this era. This comeback was really good when it came out. However, this is probably one of my least favorite NCT songs. It's good, but I feel like it was a little too out of my style. I really loved their Simon Says comeback, and this was a little underwhelming and rushed. The side tracks off of the album were all good, but they didn't age too well. I can't listen to them often, and if I do they can easily be a skip. However, I will give credit that this era as a whole was amazing, and that's why it is ranked so high. Like it or not, Jopping was a whole bop. Speaking upon the song first, it was so cinematic and I literally felt like it was a whole movie. It gave that feeling through the production and music video. I know a lot of people weren't fond of it, but I adored this debut and I think SM knew what they were doing, so all credit given. This is one of the best debuts I've experienced in a long time. TXT's style is so different and I love that so much. Everyone was expecting their comeback and the anticipation from the teasers were all built up and they really gave it all to us. Not many debut songs have such a story behind it and I really think Big Hit played their cards out really well with this one.
I wanna be myself. I don't care. 아직 몇 살이나 해도 Just don't care. 널 벗어난 순간.
I really was not expecting to enjoy this comeback as much as I did. After Woojin leaving I didn't know much of what to expect. However, this song has so much emotion out in by the 8 members and you can really hear it. The song and music video are both so beautiful and angelic. This was a perfect comeback to end off Clay and I am so satisfied with it.
It's a movie star. 너의 모든 게 꿈 같아. 이 순간.
I remember the day this was released so clearly. It was that much of an impact. Ever since YG Treasure Box I had been waiting for BX and Sunghoon to make their debut. And when I saw they were going to debut under C9 Entertainment, I was so happy. These two had been out through so much crap in the past few years and honestly deserved a good debut. And they gave us all. Movie Star is such an amazing track and the music video is sculpted to perfection. CIX did not play around.
I'm okay. 걱정하지 마. 신경 쓰지 마. 차라리 혼자 있는 게.
Yes, I am that one odd person that enjoyed I'm okay more than everyone else. We've been there. We got it. Anyways, this was the last comeback of Icons before we lost Hanbin. And when I say I had listened to this the whole month of June and all the way into July, I mean it. I just really loved the emotion value put into this track. I can't ever get enough of it. It truly never gets old.
아름다운 청춘의 한 장 함께 써내려가자 너만큼 추억들로
I won't lie, I didn't listen to this song right when it released. It actually wasn't until a week after that I actually got around to listening to it, and let me tell you, I was missing out. Day 6 really outdone themselves when they released this, and I really didn't expect a Day 6 song to be this high on my list because they aren't a top group of mine. However, this song went hard and we will definitely replay and never forget.
Side effects include nervousness, insomnia, nausea, agitation, anxiety.
Don't worry, I can feel all your confused energy radiating off into the screen. Okay, I know, not their best song and I realize a lot of people weren't for it. I get it. However, I watched this right when I got off of school, and let me tell you, this wasn't only a good song, but this was some cinematic perfection. I adore songs that hold a story throughout it, and this song did that for me. The bridge was art. Absolute art. They gave us everything this era and we will never forget. When a tease came back with Wave, I was probably the most happy I have been this whole year. They came back just around when I was finishing school. It was the last week and I was streaming in class. I showed my friend that iconic Hongjoon Phantom and oh my god, honestly this song aged like fine wine, my friends. The era was so ethereal and it feels nostalgic. You know, an era slapped when you start feeling nostalgic about it. This is what saved everyone. TXT high-key disappeared for the longest time after promoting Cat and Dog and everyone needed content. And this comeback, wow, this is literally everything I need in life. The whole aesthetic is my favorite thing and the tracks they gave us this era, wow, every song slapped and TXT's style is so different from other K-pop groups. I adore that. This song is a bop and I don't see myself getting sick of it anytime soon. Okay, I'll admit it, Miro isn't my favorite of the bunch. Out of their Clay series this is probably my least favorite. But the reason this is ranked so high up in my list is frankly carried by the era. The era that went along with this comeback was probably the best I had experienced in my life. In this comeback we didn't only get visuals, or multiple videos including 19, which to this day still remains my favorite Stray Kids song. We got Crackheads. I had never seen this much crack-filled promotional videos in the longest time. It was truly amazing. I can't give Stray Kids enough credit for how well this era was promoted. Y'all, Fear was something else. All the way from the music to the entire aesthetic of the era. I honestly can't put it into word. This era was far from bad and I still stream it once a day, despite knowing all of the 17 members. This is the song that got me to stan. Like I never knew how much I was missing out until I saw this music video. The whole era was ethereal. Like Jesus, I cannot get enough of this song. This era hit really hard and I am for it. Boom was a full-on masterpiece, with NCT Dream being my favorite unit. We have been starving for a while. I was living off of Dear Dream and Candlelight for the longest time, and luckily SM finally gave us an OT6 comeback. Honestly, personally this still goes hard and I am nowhere near getting sick of it. The teaser released for the music video was probably the most cinematic piece of art I'd seen in a while. The whole vibe of the song gave me some surreal four-dimensional feeling and I lived for it.
Undercover, hey, 네 맘에 yes, 난 흠칫 okay. Don't say no. I don't need your love. Don't need it. Don't need it. No. Don't need it. 기대하고 아파하지 다시 설레 어느 그 스타를 보면 You and me
I can't put into words on how flawless this comeback was. I don't think I have ever been this excited over a comeback in a long time. I am never really into solo releases. However, once I saw the first teaser image, something clicked in my brain and I was head off heels for it. UN Village was such a memorable and surreal era. I have listened to this a million times and I am still not even close to being tired of it. The production and work put into the song and music video is astonishing. Baekhyun really gave everything to us this era and I was all for it. That was long. If you made it to the end, you're real troopers. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I have a few videos that are going to be uploaded this week, so please stay tuned. Thank you so much, and for today, goodbye.
Let me see your heart 마다 대상 너요 닿다 생각 Yeah, we are dreaming